Hello, welcome to Lewisville Fire Station 8. This is our city's newest firehouse. As of March 2021, it'll have been open 2 years. My name is Taryn Moore. I'm the captain out here on C Shift. I would love to show you our new firehouse, show you how we live, walk you around, and kind of show you everything we're about. Follow me. So the first room we come to is called the watch room. The watch room is where our firefighters come in. It's where they do the reports. It's where they study. Sometimes they play around on the computers on off times and on the weekends. But the real reason why it's called a watch room is because before modern technology, there was actually a firefighter that would sleep in here. He had a bed in here. And as a call would come in, he would actually pick up the phone. He would answer the call and have to wake everybody up in the firehouse. Well, because of modern technology now that we don't have to do that. We have tones that go off. We have lights that go off that wake us up. But the name watch room has still stuck in every modern firehouse because that's what it truly is. And that's how it is defined. So the next room we're going to go into is what we call our day room, or our modern day living room. This is where during the day, when things are done, or in the evening, we like to come in here, we like to hang out, we like to sit in the recliners and kind of relax. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people think that as firefighters, that's all we do is sit in here and lay down in the recliners and wait till the tones go off. Well, I wish it were that easy. There's so much more that we do here at the fire station. We train every day. We clean every day. And amongst all that, we still have to go to the grocery store and run calls. So there's a whole lot more that goes to this, being a firefighter, than just coming in here and just sitting in the recliners and waiting for the tones to go off. As you can see, we do have a nice TV. We have a nice setup. The city does a wonderful job at making it very homey for us and making it feel at home for 24 hours at a time. So one of the things that we're very thankful to have in our new firehouse is our own gym. Come in here with me and let me show you around. So it's very important that we as firefighters, that we stay in shape, that we take care of our bodies. We've got a lot of guys that we come in here, they'll come in here before shift, early in the morning. Some guys will do work out after shift, and then we even work out on duty during shift in downtimes when we have the opportunity. We're very fortunate to have a gym this nice, to have the equipment we have, the materials we have, to do what we need to do to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of our citizens. Because ultimately, that's really what it's about. It's about taking care of those that live within our city and live within our districts. All right, so one of the most important parts of the firehouse is the firehouse kitchen. The kitchen is where stories are told. It's where history is passed down, and there's some phenomenal meals that are actually had here. We've got some great cooks in our firehouse, and we're so spoiled sometimes to have that. But there's a misunderstanding sometimes at the fire department about our meals and about our food. A lot of people think that the city covers our meals for us, which is not true. We actually all put in money every shift, every day. We go to the grocery store. We supply our own meal. We supply our own food. That's assuming we actually get to cook. There's a lot of times we don't get to cook and we have to go out and eat. And when that happens, it's frustrating sometimes because you spend all this money and all this food to prepare these great meals, and then you end up having to go get fast food. But it is what it is. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer calls. We are here to be ready. We are here to be prepared. So how do we work? The question comes up all the time about, when do you get off? When do you go home? When do you come to work? So we work 24-hour shifts. We have 3 shifts, A shift, B shift, and C shift. We come to work at 7 a.m. We get off at work at 7 a.m. the very next morning. With that, we have 2 days off. So you work every third day is how it ends up working out. But the firehouse kitchen, this is something that is just, it's important. It's important to have a kitchen. It's important to have a lot of space where you can cook. When you're cooking for multiple guys and multiple guys that actually eat a lot, you need the space to do it. If you have a big family, then you know what I'm talking about. But we're very fortunate, we're very spoiled that the city has done very well in taking care of us in this aspect. So with the 3 shifts, we actually have 3 food lockers or 3 pantries as well. I'll open one up to show you real quick. Each one has its own refrigerator. They have all their own food stock, their own pile of food, what they buy. And then sometimes there's extra, sometimes they're not. Every once in a while we kind of rob from each other. I will tell you this though, you can lay a $100 bill here on the counter in the firehouse kitchen and it'll never move. Half a gallon of Bluebell ice cream in the freezer, it'll be gone the next shift. So from the kitchen, we walk into our locker room. Our locker room is where each individual firefighter, it's where he keeps all his uniforms. You see, we don't take our uniforms home. It's for sanitary purposes, sanitary reasons. We don't want to take anything we get on our uniforms, take them home to our families. So each firefighter has his own locker. We also do our own laundry here. So everything stays here and everything gets cleaned here. And we keep our locker room and our lockers, our uniforms separate from our sleeping area, which we'll go to next. The reason being is if the guy's coming off duty, if they had a long night, if they had a busy night, if they had a big fire, we like to allow them some time to sleep in a little bit, get some rest. This way the guys coming on duty can come in here, they can use the restroom, they can go take a shower, put on a clean uniform, and get to work. As you can see, there's plenty of room in here. We've got a lot of lockers, like a lot of uniforms, and we go through a lot of laundry. But it's a great benefit to have a setup like this in a new firehouse. Some of our older firehouses, they have it where the lockers are set up next to the beds. And that makes for kind of an uncomfortable morning shift swap when you got a guy that's trying to sleep and a guy that's trying to get a uniform on. So having this functionality of a brand new fire station, have everything separate, really works out in the best interest for everybody. So here in our dorm room is where our firefighters actually sleep at night. Each firefighter has his own bed. He's got a desk in there if he wants some downtime, if he needs to study. Each firefighter brings his own bedding from home. We have our own sheets, our own comforters, our own pillows. So at shift change, when the guy going off shift, when he gets up, the gentleman coming on, the firefighter coming on, will put his bedding and his sheets and everything on it. Now, although it's very bright in here right now, we have all the lights on. The reality is at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's pitch dark in here. So if you call 911 and you have an emergency and you need us to come see you, to come help you, we have red lights that come on the whole room and light the whole room up in red. Then we have tones that go on. So we have both audible and visual alarms to help us get up. Now, imagine, if you will, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're at a dead sleep and you're dreaming about whatever. And you're comfortable and you're warm and you're cozy, then all of a sudden you have all these lights and alarms that go off. And you wake up, you jump out of bed, you get dressed, and then you're expected to perform at 100%. Well, that's what it's like. That is what we do. But the reality is, we actually love it. Every firefighter here loves what he does. He loves performing at a high level. He loves being that one for you to call when you need help. So as we leave the dorm room, it puts us back here to the front of the firehouse. I've got the watch room again here on my right. I've got our entry door that we originally came through. However, there's one room still left to show you. We've got one room left in the firehouse, and that's the captain's quarters. Again, our city's been very gracious in how they've designed our firehouses. And we're very fortunate in what they've done, and they've really spoiled us. But as a captain, as an officer of the station, we get our own quarters, we get our own office. We spend time in here doing reports, doing evaluations, answering emails. But with the office, we also get our own bedroom. Just like the firefighters back in the dorm, we bring our own comforters, our own pillow, our own sheets, and we have our own little area here. The same thing happens though when we catch a call in the middle of the night. I've got red lights that come on, I've got tones that come on. I jump up, I get dressed, and I head out to the bay to my fire engine. Okay, now you've seen where we eat, you've seen where we sleep, you've seen where we hang out, you've seen where we work out. But there's still one important part of this firehouse you haven't seen yet. It's the reason we come to work. It's the fun part of the job. It's the reason why as a little boy I sat on the side of the road waving at the firefighters as they drove by. It's to ride that big, beautiful red fire engine. This is the reason. This is what gives you that adrenaline pump. Be able to drive down the road, lights and sirens, knowing you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere to make a difference, to help someone out. But it is the fun part of the job. It's what everybody loves to see. It's what everybody likes to look at. It's what people love to ride on. You know, our guys, they take great pride in this piece of equipment. They take great pride in keeping it clean, keeping it response ready to go whenever that call comes in. We keep our gear, our bunker gear out, ready to get dressed in a moment's notice. This is what it's all about. We are, again, very fortunate to have a city that takes care of us, that buys us top-notch equipment, top-notch tools, the best gear that money can buy, so we can do our jobs to serve you. Again, my name is Taryn Moore. I'm the captain out here at Station 8 on C Shift. I really do appreciate your time. Thanks for walking through my new firehouse with me. If you have any questions, please contact our fire administration. Again, thank you so much. Bye-bye.